I'm telling you, there's people I went through training with 25, 30 years ago still selling houses because they never did that. 30 years of looking at it, never put anything in their asset column. They have to sell them now. They have to go sell houses now. It's not a choice. Timing is what? Timing is what? Everything. So there's two things. You either start young or you understand leverage. If you didn't start young, you better understand leverage because there's only two ways you're going to get wealthy. Okay, we'll talk about it later. The third purpose of the business is to add value. Add value, add value, add value. The more value you add, the more valuable you become, the more money you make. So if you're an employee, you have to add value to your employer or they fire you and hire someone who will. If you're an employer, you have to add value to the employee or they quit and go find an employer who will. If you're a parent, you've got to add value to your kids or they won't talk to you anymore. Which sometimes it's a blessing. You know? Phew. Glad that's over. If you're the child and you don't add value to the parents, they don't talk to you anymore. How come mom never calls back? If you're a customer and you don't add value to the vendor, they don't want to do business with you. They don't care about your money. We've had to fire customers. They're a pain in the neck. They come in here making demands, raising their voices, speaking unkindly to those women up there. I'm telling you, you're fired. Get out of here. You can't come in here and talk to these women like this. Are you crazy? Well, I'm a customer. No, you're fired is what you are. Go. Don't darken the door. And if you're a vendor, you've got to add value to the customer or they find another vendor. So whether you're a vendor, a customer, employee, employer, child, or parent, we've all got to be valuable. We have to add value to each other's lives to have the one we want. So to me, these are the purposes of a business. The first one is to give you your life. The second one is to solve a problem. And the third one is to add value. So if you go down to this next step, design your life. It says most people spend more time. See that? Is there a blank there? Yeah. Most people spend more time earning a living rather than designing their life. They'll spend more time and money planning a vacation or a marriage. So below that, I've written again, if you don't design your life, someone will be happy to do it for you. You probably noticed this. You should do this. You should do that. You should go over there and do that. You should leave me alone. So here's my question, and I'll start with this. When you start designing your life, forget about everything you've been told and forget about money. Forget about all that. The question is this. Most people that I know, this is what our course is designed to do. To me, it's all about mastery. It's about having more capacity. So I want to do more, be more, have more. To do this, you've got to master certain skills, certain subjects. Number one is time. I'll go into that later. How many have ever heard someone say, I don't have time? How many of you have been that person? Okay, so this is it. Number one, you got to get control of this subject because you do have time. You've just chosen to do other things with it. It's what you choose to do with that time, moment by moment, that determines your future. Your future is determined moment by moment by what you do in the present. So first thing is time. And I don't know how your world's set up, but I've got my world set up where I spend most of my time on income-producing activities. It doesn't make me money, I don't do it. First of all, it doesn't interest me. Income-producing tasks interest me. Administrative tasks don't interest me. Typing, filing, follow-up, got to do it, doesn't interest me. So there's 3 parts to your life. How many know people that live in the past? Okay, it comes a point where you got to take that past, wad it up, put it right there, and let it go. You can't do anything about this. So if you got to go get a therapist, whatever you got to do, go do it. Get life handled. I'm talking about working on myself mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and financially. It's not just about the money. What good is it? You're going to pile it up in a corner and stare at it? You've got to have someone to share it with. Otherwise, what? Why? Makes no sense. I'm talking about being of value right now. I'm talking about being of use. Look, we're all chromosomically pre-programmed to respond favorably toward one another. Once we get this handled, you've seen this, you see it all over. I want you to just stop a minute, take a deep breath and go, what am I really looking at? And once people get this handled, they turn into philanthropists. They become benevolent. You take a human being, give them what they want when they want it, and give them what they need when they need it, they become altruistic. Because we're programmed that way. We're chromosomically pre-programmed to respond favorably toward one another. But we're taught we have to go, be good, do as you're told, get a good job, work hard. So we sell our body, mind, and spirit for a paycheck. It's nuts. It's insane to sell your body, your mind, and your spirit for a paycheck. So all I'm saying is everybody here arrived with a gift, something valuable to offer their fellow human beings. So this is the next part on this right here. Rather than spend your life out of time because you're trying to make more of this, my question to you is, before you design your life, the bottom of this page, if you had all the time and all the money you needed, what would you do with the rest of your life? You write it down. Please fill that part out. If you had all the time, bottom of page 2. If you had all the time and all the money, what would you do with the rest of your life? You already know what it is, so it shouldn't take you long. All I'm asking you to do is commit it to writing. What would you do with the rest of your life? What would you do the rest of your life? Okay, bottom of the page. All your goals should support this. This should be your mission statement. That should be your personal mission statement. Now, everything you do should support that. Yeah? Okay. Top of page 3 should say steps to setting and achieving goals. Page 2. Page 2. Whatever page it's on. Multitasking is there a blank there? It's overrated. The key to results is focus. Multitasking causes your energy to be dispersed, diluted. You become ineffective. Shut off all that stuff. If you keep getting emails confused because you're multitasking, you're multitasking. Stop multitasking. Focus, 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 focus. Here's how you set goals. This is the process. Step 1, set the ultimate goal.
Continued in the next video.